So here comes the Bear offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost to you.
Clark to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Missouri State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, what a cut! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Hudson. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on a...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Clark wants to throw. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. He's got an open man. A lot of room to the right.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Bears will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try to pop the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? That's caught. It's Brinson. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Clark to fire. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. What a job by by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is in the air. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The sure hands, it's Singleton. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And that's a first down for the offense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Grab behind the line. It's Hudson. Breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now.
He lost one down the sideline, and they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Clark wants to throw.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
Let's go! Give to the running back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Renson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. just enough time for one final play of the half. On the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll run the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Pulls it in. It's Brinson. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice...
Touchdown, Mustangs! A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Bear offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
The Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Clark to fire. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You got to be so careful too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
They'll give it to the back. Sweet cut there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Makes the catch. It's Brenson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes a man miss.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Snagged on the outside. It's Brenson. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Okay, maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Leaves it with the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. Here we go. On the option. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here's the handoff. Makes a man miss. Picks up the first down. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Clark wants to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's
going to throw it over the top of the D. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
On the play.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Here comes the option. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So here comes the Missouri State offense. And the Bears buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Clark to fire. Gets it out quickly. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Gets it. After the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mustangs. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and decide to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads it left. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clark wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bears are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Got his man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got a man, it's Maryland. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
First and goal.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Makes the grab on the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Clark to fire. It's complete. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you.